Greetings, all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. It's going down. Good vibes, good morning. All my dreamers out there, what y'all been up to? We got a lot to talk about on this episode right here. This live right here, we got a lot to talk about. Let's start it off with the demons are cheering. The demons are cheering. So we're hearing that Harvey Weinstein, let's see his thing, he got his conviction overturned. So you know the demons are happy. They're thinking like we could win this. We can get him out of here. It's crazy, you guys. So as you can see, there's a lot of things going on. We're gonna kick this off with the first one that I don't understand why people don't see this and why people didn't see this from the jump. Let's start with Kanye West. Kanye West, the whitest black man there is on the planet. You mean to tell me that y'all don't see why he would treat the black female workers bad and the white female workers better? Because inside Kanye West is lost. Right now he's trying to get back where he feels like he belongs. He's trying to get his placement back with white people because he feels, for some reason I feel like Kanye feels like he's white. Should be ashamed of himself. Talking about he treat, of course he does. Of course he does. Take a look at him. The guy that said, and when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. He was talking about himself. Maybe the person that probably wrote that was talking to him, and when he rapped it, he didn't realize. Because everything that he's been saying in his early years, about other people, he's really talking about himself. Kanye treating black women a certain way different. It's not news, you guys. We know about it. It's not news. It's really not news. A lot of these people, they don't change. They just put on a new mask, and they try to like cover up the stuff put it behind them. But the people don't forget how you make them feel. That's just, it is what it is. And, we talk about black people who act like they're white for some reason. And if you want to know what acting like you're white is, we are doing everything that the racist white person does to black people and treating people in a way without even giving them a fair chance because of things that you think about in your head or things that might have happened to you in the past. That's what I mean by that. You don't get to go around and treat people like they're nothing just because they work for you or maybe work under you. I don't know where this comes from. It's like, how do you build a business? How do you want people to work for you if you're not treating them right? It makes no sense. People gotta rewire how they're thinking on how to treat people in these times, man. Like what's going on out here? I put all these people in the yuck section. Kanye West, you definitely get a trip to the yuck section, man. Treat people equally. From the janitor all the way up to the CEO. Everybody should be treated the same. Because you're all in there for this one thing, and that's the success of the company, whatever company it may be. She's there trying to help you out, and you over there treating her some kind of way. Come on. And then the white girls probably do the same type of thing, and then you're not treating them anyway. I mean, you don't think people are gonna realize this? I don't get it, man. A lot of these people are hurt people disguised as happy people. Been telling you guys this, man. These are hurt people just out there just doing whatever and just telling people whatever. They're lying. It's going down. It's going down. We're living in the times where you have to figure stuff out for yourself, or if you trust in somebody, you have to have 100% trust. Because people will tell you anything and believe in anything. It's just mumbo jumbo, I always tell you. They're packaging the mumbo jumbo and they're selling it to on social media. There's so many people I've seen scamming, y'all. I'm telling you, man. I've seen so many people scamming, especially like a lot of young folks trying to cash in checks and things at the bank that's not theirs. All this type of stuff, they don't realize, even though they're making the mistakes for the first time, these things carry a lot of jail time. Anything federal, you're dealing with a lot of jail time. You're losing time in your life where you can be doing something productive or build something or start something. You can't be out here doing this. And I'm seeing a lot of times it's our people hurting our own people. We can't be out here like this. It's like a war zone. It's like a war zone. Y'all know I'm blind. Let me see. Let me see. Can you? I don't know what you talking about. But it better be good, because in these times, if it ain't you just on that, you on that side. Don't be on the demon side. They gonna lose in a minute. You can see they losing right now. They scrambling. They scrambling. You can see the demons out there. They out there scrambling. Look, they give an NBA young boy. He's facing up to 250 years. That's something to sneeze at. I think that's funny. People think that's funny. Oh, he's just facing 250 years. You know what that comes from? Not having this on tight. So for the people that be typing and doing all this nonsense and doing the funny talk, they don't have this up tight. That's why he's facing 250 years, because he over there popping pills like Skittles. And after he finished popping his pills like Skittles, by the time he woke up and he sobered up, he was in the prison. There's nothing funny about falling off. It's nothing funny. I remember there was a time where he had more, his numbers were up on YouTube like Justin Bieber. Speaking of Justin Bieber, what's up with your boy Justin Bieber, man? Is people opening their eyes to see what's going on with him and the whole Diddy situation? Been seeing a lot of, it's like half and half in hip hop. In hip hop, you got a lot of people. They did the same thing, because you got to remember, it's not just Diddy. It's who Diddy slept with too. The list, people are waiting on the list, so people are ducking. Hip hop been very silent. Don't y'all realize? You see how silent it been ever since this Diddy, and people sitting around, they still partying in the club and thinking it's cool, but you partying with the same guy that slept with him, and when the list drop, so is your mouth. Your mouth is going to drop with the list. It's going to be crazy. People think it's a joke until it's not funny no more. Until nobody's laughing, and it's just like, wow. Man, I seen the last thing that Freddie P. Damn, he really got friction with dude. He really got friction with him. It don't sound like, he's saying anything out of the norm that's not, that's not possible. We've heard this time and time again. It all starts with how you treat people. In the beginning, not when you get the money and you get the billions. No, in the beginning, when you probably make your first $100. How you treat people, like at that point, is how in the end how your career is gonna end. It doesn't. You can't follow the hip hop regimen. This is mine. This is all me, 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 me. Because it wasn't really you. That guy did the beat. That guy wrote the damn song for you. That guy dressed you. Come on. You gotta show love. You gotta hip hop needs more love, and it needs more honesty. Because you can't trust these people. Like, one day is something and the next day is something else. It's like, come on. And people are falling for the same nonsense as things go on. The nonsense just keeps building. You got and the way hip hop has it set up, if there wasn't for YouTube, it'd be crazy right now. But a lot of people, I can't knock people for doing their foolishness trying to make their coin. But at the end of the day, try to stand for something. Stop running behind people and just doing foolishness and wearing the clown outfit all the time and be the clown of the butt of the joke all the time. Yeah, it gets you money, but I mean, it don't build no legacy. People just look at you as a fool. You can't just, comedians, it's not just about laughs. Look at Dave Chappelle. At least he kicks, some kind of social, stuff that's going on in the society. That's why people wait. That's why he's a legend like he is. It's his delivery, how he drops. It's not just being foolish, jump on stage and just roll around and be a clown. That's how people are acting in hip hop. Blinded by the shiny stuff. And half of the shiny stuff is fake. It's a lot of fake love, fake energy. It's disgusting out there. And people try to like skip over it. Try to skip over it. If it has something, it's if it ain't about it's mental health, drugs, sex. It is what it is. You mean to tell me y'all didn't think Neo was gonna have a problem with two chicks? Period. Neo always had a problem with the women. This has nothing to do with the women. This has everything to do with Neo. Don't y'all? This how it goes. Neo always needed help as far as his sex addiction, whatever he has going on. He needs help because he's been hurt. He's even though the money might look like I can see he's hurt. It's common sense he's hurt. How could you make love music and you're out there and you walking around like you some pimp with two chicks on your arm that's gonna try to take you for all you got? They don't love you. They don't love you. Common sense. We too grown for this. These are mistakes that like kids make. You didn't see that coming, like. And then she jump online and air you out talking about you the next Diddy, this and that. Yeah, that was her intentions from the beginning. Cause they knew you. They seen what you, whatever you went back there and showed them your whatever you've been doing. She said you do drugs and all this allegedly. It's like she just blew you up. That's nobody. Even if what you're doing is what you're doing, she can't be trusted. She gonna put your business out there. Anybody that's putting your business out there don't need to be in your business. It don't even make sense anymore. People are just out making fools of themselves for a few views. What sense does that make? It don't make none at all. It don't make none at all. And it's like hip hop has this thing like they want to skip over bisexual. No. There's a lot of bisexual men that are starting to realize in hip hop now. Don't act like you never seen a rapper kiss another rapper in hip hop. Come on. We seen a guy kiss another guy. We don't gotta mention names, but the world knows. We seen it. You mean to tell me he's not bisexual? Oh, he's just doing that because of what he saw. What? Come on now, y'all. Y'all gotta be kidding me. We grown men out here. Come on, y'all gotta be kidding me. You're not fooling anybody, man. People are starting to put two and two together and realize, yo, hold up. This been going on in front of our face. I'm not gonna be surprised at any more, as far as like rappers coming out and doing the whole thing's happening because I see what's the problem. They're selling their fake version of themselves. It is what it is. But just don't promote that to these kids, man, because at the end of the day, they try to follow behind, and look what happens. They doing 250 years, facing 250 years. 250 years? You kidding me? And you on the phone impersonating and doing a whole bunch of stuff that you're not even thinking because the drug has you doing anything just to get it. You had only two choices. To me, NBA YoungBoy only had two choices: dead or in jail. That's it. He didn't have no other. Rap was not the choice. Hip hop was not the choice. That's been wiped out. That's been put in the little pill he swallowed. Hip hop in that pill is gone. Don't y'all see what's happening? Even if the world was ending tomorrow, you guys would be too high to even try to get your stuff together, to even save your own. Making no sense. You're lost. Just lost with money. Want to act like there's no bisexual hip hop rappers? You guys can name them in your head. You know, you should be seeing it. Don't get mad at Justin Bieber now. Don't start shaming Justin Bieber now for him breaking down on whatever he has going on. Justin Bieber has been dealing with trying to fight these demons away from him for the longest. Poor guy, you don't even know who was around him, especially with this cruel industry. I mean, people was all on him. I seen clips. I'm just like, wow. You don't know who to trust anymore. Take people just for what they're presenting it to be. If they're making music, take it just for that. Don't go listen to that stuff and think that it's true. Or go out there and try to duplicate it. I'm not gonna get anywhere like that. That's the reason why I had to come on. I'm like, what the? I mean, you can't really knock Diddy. He wasn't hiding it. He kind of wasn't hiding it. Like, I ain't all the way knocking Diddy. Like, he wasn't hiding it. He was calling like, hey, daddy, this and that. People put the name behind it. People put the definition behind it. Oh, nah, people used to say daddy back in the day. He didn't say that. He was saying daddy. People went behind and tried to put like a whole definition behind it. No, he wasn't really kind of hiding it. If y'all really look back, he was calling out his boyfriends like, "What are you doing here?" But if Diddy turned around now and be like, "Oh, not slept with him, and him," well, you gonna be still mad at Diddy for telling his truth? That's what I'm thinking. Like, this thing is gonna be messy. It's gonna get messy, and it's all because it's how it was all presented from the beginning. You got to keep it strictly to the music. Be true to yourself. And the more you're true to yourself, you won't have to go out there and worry about what other people think about you. You know yourself. It ain't hard to understand that. There's a lot going on out here. There's a lot of people faking, Hip hop is like, hip hop, I wouldn't even say, I think it is what it is, man. Hip hop, it kind of made violence cool. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of made violence cool. Got these kids confused. You know what I mean? Videos I've watched is either they trying to scam a check or just trying to rob somebody, shooting at somebody, not knowing that the consequences behind that is they got to pay with their life. And it's all because, wow, the videos they watch. What do you think it's about? What do you think it's all about? The intake is crazy on social media. One day you can get fed with murder. The next day you're getting fed with some fake clothes, fake people, fake energy. People leading you in the wrong way. Be mindful of what you see and what you intake, man. That's what I really wanted to get at, because I've been seeing a lot of things over the weekend where it's like, really, this is happening? For real? But they ran in that place was like, what, clothes? And stole clothes? And were they going to sell the clothes, put the clothes on, take pictures in the clothes, sell it? What are they doing with that? Like, what sense is this making? Almost like, I believe a couple, like 95 stores are closing. You could check this out in the news. In New York, just from like stealing. They already shut down a mall. I mean, it ain't worth it. Because think about it. You steal and you grow up, you start your own business, get your life together, and somebody comes steals from you. It's a cycle. Break it. I don't care what you got to do to break it. If you got to be the only one to do it, go. Whoever don't go gonna fall trap. That's it. Too grown to be dumb. That's the whole thing. And I think that's what people get confused, Everybody wanna, not, I would say a lot of people, they see rap as a way of making money, but it's all about what you write down. Nowadays, I don't really tell people what not to write because a lot of people can't write different. People have to understand that too. Ain't everybody that has you don't have to have this to do this. A lot of these people, they make music from the only thing they know, they can't really write different. They can't write something that can move people or tell their story in a different way. They have to tell their story the same way it's been told over time and time again, from the same story over and over and over. The Scarface story. It's disgusting. How could you have the same story as the guy next door? That's my whole thing. You writing it the same way? You just talking about like, oh, this is how I came up. You can't write it different though. You can't do something a little different, put a little poetry or something different about it. It got to be the same way. Everybody coming up the same way. After a while, that gets tiring. That's not gonna. The value of that's low. Who wants to hear that stuff? You think people all day want to hear people just filing music? Where's the uplifting stuff? Because that stuff is not selling. It's not. You can't sell that violence and just think that's going to be worth a value. You just can't do it. Especially, you know, I understand, you know, young folks making mistakes as they come up. We see them make mistakes. We try to stop them from making a mistake if we know, you know, how to help them. But in these times, the mistakes that they're making, their first mistake is usually it's going to be their biggest mistake. It's not that little mistakes that lead into the big ones. They're making the biggest mistakes on the first go round. So it's kind of like you got to stop it, try to stop it at the door because more and more kids are going to get killed. And it's not even like I've seen they're robbing people that have rich money that made a status. So when you get to that point, when you get rich, what if somebody rob you? What sense does that make? You're not thinking this out. It's like the money got people going crazy. People are not thinking it out, y'all. I'm telling you. I feel like in this time, it's the lifestyle that's so like if you even if you're not a rapper, but you dress like a rapper, meaning the big chain, you know, the icy watch, you're still considered like a rapper. It's the lifestyle soul that's gonna get you in trouble. Looking like the rapper kid, dressing like a rapper is gonna you could end up in the same coffin. It's because that is the target. It's not the target is not the person anymore. It's the kit, the shell you have on. Oh, he has to be a rapper. I see the diamonds and all that because average people don't wear that stuff. So it's attracting to those type of people. It's attracting to the people that's looking to hurt people and rob people and make money off of these people. So once you put that on, you don't have to be a rapper. You're living in the lifestyle of a rapper. You're looking like a rapper. You could be a dentist. And they'll follow you to your home and do all types of wicked stuff to you because they want to come up and they don't want to work hard for it. Just like you probably work to get to that point. It's sad out here, y'all. It's sad. And the only people that can change it is us. But we do a lot of ignoring it and acting like it won't happen. But when it shows, when it beats you home, now it's like, oh my God, why me? It could have been all avoided. It could have been all avoided, y'all. I don't know how people don't see like what's really happening out here. Like fame is like the new poison. The more famous you get, the more eyes on you, the more people. There's people that support you, and there's the same amount of people out to get you. And depending on how accessible you are and how smart you are as far as your movement and the people you have around you, that is gonna tell your story. Don't do that. That's a damn shame. Nobody wants to live like that. I don't care if I open up a cookie store. Why do I have to watch them? Why do I have to feel like, oh, tomorrow I could get killed if I work in this cookie store because somebody could run up in here and try to rob me? Why do people have to feel that way? The world is like standing on eggshells right now because of all the guns around and all the nonsense that's been happening. It's like guns are being passed around like cupcakes out here. What's going on, man? People act like they don't get it, but eventually they'll get it. A lot of people out here, you know, they're not telling you what happens behind the scenes and how they what they're going through. So they're putting this image up and thinking it's all jokes. But when the joke turns to smoke, then everybody's just like, wow. Like, do we really want to see more people get killed? More of our favorite rappers and celebrities get killed or go through the mud with. Do we really want to see that come in 2025? Or do we want to see like hear some new music, see some new things? Come on, what are we doing? It's like WrestleMania in here, man. And people are acting like the culture is on the rise. No, it's not on the rise. It's because the culture is bringing in more money. Number one, it's not like the artists are being compensated the right amount of money anyway. Number two, the what we don't even have more outlets for artists. It's like the culture is losing as far as like artist development. So people are just these young folks are just going in there head first and they're just saying anything trying to get into the spotlight, and then they don't understand that what they say is being held against them later on. But nobody's telling them that part. They're just saying, yo, the money good, the money good. Yeah, the money is good, but where you gonna spend it if when you buy something nice you can't even keep it long without somebody putting a gun to your head? And these things are not of value of like they're like not obtainable. All these things people are, I've been seeing people get killed for stupid things. They're not even like I haven't. They're not even over $10,000. Most of the stuff that people are getting killed for. It's just a damn shame. Rolex and all this nonsense. So it's like the people that work hard for it can't enjoy their life, and the people that haven't got it yet, they just want to take it. What about the people that just wants to work hard for it and just build? Can't leave these type of people out because at the end of the day, you just have a war, like people just fighting over material things. It's ignorant. Appreciate y'all. You know I love y'all, man. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, so we can keep this up, and I can keep y'all in good vibes and just, drop some jewels for you guys, man. And we can connect on something different instead of all the nonsense. Your boy Kanye out here treating black women like he ain't never seen them before. Like they're aliens to him. I never trusted that guy. After a few, even when he came back with his music and stuff, I'm respectful towards his mom and all that stuff because we are still human and he's still human and we all make mistakes. I understand, but I never trusted that guy again, man. Something about Kanye West, it gives me the chills. It's just like ugh, like he does something like he switches in. He switches into like three different people, and I know all those three people. They're not. It ain't good. It ain't good, y'all. One is a white Kanye. That's the white guy. It's like the uppity, I'm better than you guys. I made it all the way up here. Um, the next one is like the drunk rage Kanye. Like he just, I don't know if it's whatever he takes or intakes, he just goes wild and he feels like he's like some kind of, he could talk to anybody some way. When we know he in person, it'd be a different situation. Like he picks on, go for the little guy type of guy. And that third person, man, is kind of like everything he said, he goes against. Like now he's trying to get back with the white people. But how could you say something so disrespectful to the Jewish community and just pop back up and just start? It's like you didn't learn your lesson. You're still doing this. You're doing a lot of this. You're still doing this. And that ain't going to get you nowhere. I was watching Cool Kicks. People are throwing them Yeezys back like hair. They throwing them Yeezys back like shots of liquor. They're like, nah, you can take these back. And it's because those are the people that were just on the hype. Didn't care how it looked. They was just hyped up about it. I don't shop like that. If it doesn't suit me, I can see it looking good on somebody else and say, yo, that's dope. That fits them. But it just don't, it's not for me. It doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve my brand. It doesn't serve, I don't feel good in it. I know it's not for me. But then you have the people just in there, yo, let's just get the big sneaker. I want to walk like a Martian. And then you just got the sneaker like this big one. And you're walking around and then, years later, you're like, why did I do that? That's cool. It's not a big deal. It's not like the end of the world. But it just goes to show, don't follow people, Try to find your true self the way you dress. Try to find your true self in it. And if it feels a little edgy to you and it feels like, I'm a little nervous going out, go for it. Because most likely that's going to be the biggest conversation. That's you breaking out of not wanting to don't have to have the rapper kit, dress like a rapper all the time, the big jewelry. You don't have to put that stuff in front of you to make yourself feel or look good. You should feel good in the fabrics you put on, what you wear, how you piece it up. Piece it up yourself. It doesn't take a whole lot of money to do that. That's why with my, even with my hoodies and stuff that I sell, I don't put the price. I don't have stuff all the way in there because I just don't feel like I'm there yet. It's not even about the clothes. Like, I'm not there yet. I want to touch the people in a bigger way before I even try to put pieces like that out there that I have to spend so much to make back. I'm trying to get it on the backs of people that understand where we trying to take it for my dreamers, man. A lot of nowadays you hear a lot of people talking about inspired and the dreams. But here we go, your boy, first one, right here. I'm right here, y'all. It's me. The company is legit. Inspired by Dreamzzz have been working on it behind the scenes, and we reached this point. Now we have to fill in the orders, man, because I want to keep my people dressing nice. It's preppy streetwear, but I'm keeping my people looking good, man, and feeling good. That's what it's about. Not just raising your price and just because you're Kanye West, you put the price here and you want to battle with Nike and you want all these things you're trying to do is other people's legacy. When you really think about it, when you hear somebody out there talking about, oh, I'm gonna get this person, I'm gonna get that person, you're just trying to knock down their legacy or just trying to mess up their journey. And the way God has it doesn't ever work like that. God protects the people that protect him and protect his name. He doesn't protect those people that doesn't believe in him and just say they believe in him. He actually protects the people that really believe in him inside. That's why we are where we are. That's why we connect with people from all around the world and things just happen for us. It's randomly in different times. So we never have to worry about things, that we put out there because all we do, we put out good energy. That's the difference. You see a lot of people now, they might see people talking about something religious and they turn away, they turn their head or lift up their face. Well, go ahead. You'll be back. Because when the devil put on whatever he got to put on to fool you, you ain't going to know it's him. You ain't going to know it's him. We gonna recognize as he stepped anywhere, we could recognize him in a room of 1,000,000. But you ain't going to know it's him. It could come. The devil could come in so many different ways. It could come in liquor, drugs. The devil could be sitting you in the passenger seat. You don't know what life's about until you experience it. And a lot of people are just going blindly through life, and that's just not the way to work. It's not the way to work. You always got to believe in something greater than you. Everybody's a goat now. You're not a goat. You're really not. I don't know what you are, but you're not a goat. Everybody wants to be this GOAT or these fake awards. Why don't you be the award? Forget about what somebody has to hand to you. Be the award. Be the person that when you step in the room, you're the award. People could learn from you. People could progress around you. People could trust you. You're the award. Be that. Everybody want to act like they're some boss or show how many things they got, this and that. But how much love you got? There ain't no meter for that. Do people really love you outside of you just saying all of this nonsense? What kind of aura have you built for yourself over the years? Have you treated people right on your way up? Or have you just been the person that, you was a jealous type, envious type? If you was that, then I can understand why you put on a mask. I can understand why you pop on the costume with the cape with the hole in the back. Because you ain't really going nowhere fast. You just out here fooling people, trying to be something you're not. And that's understandable because everybody has to find themselves. Not everybody going to find themselves at the same time. But while you're trying to find yourself, try not to hurt people. That's all. That's it. That's it. Stop downing people that's educated. Stop fooling people that they don't need education in their life, because it's common sense that if you don't have education, what are you signing? Why are you even in the building without a lawyer? Why'd you run over there? Why'd you meet that man at night in the hotel? Why'd you do that? People that have brains and have some kind of discipline and value themselves don't make these type of mistakes. People don't know who they are inside and don't have no value for themselves. Those are the mistakes they make because it's either that or nothing to them. That's stuck in their head. This or that's it. Don't you know that God hasn't put everybody on the earth to be a rapper? That's entertainment is part of it, because entertainment has a lot to do with the way the human evolution, the human experience. Music is a big part of it. But inside that, there's other things that in life that you can do. Problems that need to be solved, things that need to be built, constructed. But still, everybody's just running into this pool and for what? Money. It's obvious. I didn't see money to make close friends turn. Make people think differently. Between money and fame, man, those two things right there, that's the new poison. Money and fame beat out drugs. The more money you get, the more drugs you're gonna buy. It's common sense. The more intake it's gonna take. It's these things. These are all things people crash out. I see it. Don't think we don't see it. So many people out here with these disguises on, and we see you hurt. We see you hurt. We see you. I see you hurt. I've been hurt too. Nobody perfect. We all been through it. We all been through it. You know what's I wanted to get to you too? I seen this video. I might put it in the short, but I seen this video where AI was helping. It's like AI policing. Y'all can look this up. It started in, I believe, I want to say Baltimore or Michigan. And it started with AI finding a person that was found, like somebody was out there missing. So what the AI did was, it said what color was that person wearing. So say they was wearing red, blue, and black. It tagged everybody in around the area that was wearing red, blue, and black in every camera, and finally found a little girl hiding behind a car. Must AI get into this? If you have a gun walking on the street, and you're out, a gun, a knife, any sort of weapon, in a minute, AI is going to be able to see that through the camera, detect it through the camera, and people are going to be getting locked up. Don't be a one-trick pony. Get a new hustle. Them days of robbing, it's over. That hustle is dying down. You got to use your brains now. All the strong arm stuff is not going to work. It's going to land you in jail. The only people that respect that, the people that's in there. Like if you're part of a gang, of course y'all going to stay in that realm. But if you're a regular citizen, a regular person out there, no. Regular people are trying to protect themselves at any means possible. Who cares what rules you guys have? Who cares? Who really cares? You don't take respect. You have to earn that. No matter who you think you are, you have to earn that. No matter how big you think you are, there's always somebody bigger than you. You got to remember that. I was taught that from young. You're not the toughest person. Time goes on, there's always going to be somebody that's going to meet your challenge. It is what it is. So treat people good so when they meet that challenge, it wouldn't have to be about violence. That challenge could come together and build something great. But people out here, they'd rather just sit around and act like they're the toughest, they're the richest, this and that. Of course you're going to be good at disrespecting people. I mean, you're sitting in, that's your comfort zone, you know? You do it all day. You disrespect your damn self by even spouting out the things that you be saying. A lot of these people don't even know who they are. They're selling a shell of them to hip-hop. You know how much violence I've seen over the weekend just on the past, and not looking for it. I'm just talking about on the news alone. From shoplifting, I'm like, none of this stuff is of value. I seen one person with that was stealing food, but it was food in abundance. I mean, the food was it was too much. I mean, damn, man. Even when we was coming up, if some little man come in the deli start stealing, if the store owner saw him all the time and maybe throw him a few dollars for sweeping up the store, give him a job or something. And these times they coming in with switches and they pointing it in your face and they're not caring. They just tearing out whoever. Nah, nah, mm-mm. You can't be mad at the police if there's people out there with guns like that aiming at good people. You can't be. Look, a police officer is a person too. There's good people, there's bad people. That's just in general. But now it's to the point where it's kind of like we're gonna need some kind of structure in all these neighborhoods where it's low income and people are just having all these guns and all this violence going down because it's almost like you don't really have to be in a gang anymore and get killed. Anything can happen. There has to be a way where people are settled and it's not trauma based and they can enjoy their life for the things that they worked hard for. It's not everybody out here stealing from people and robbing people. People work hard for our stuff. Like people work hard for their stuff. Like for real. Even though like hip hop makes it seem like you get it like a snap of a finger, but the reality of it is, in the end, it goes of a snap of a finger too. It takes discipline to keep a structure and keep these things going. You can't trust these people, man. There's so many things going on, and we can never skip over the fact that in the entertainment business, there are people in there that's not there for music. There are people there not there for bit. They're there just to take your money, a come up. So that's part of every business. It's gonna be always somebody, whether they come in your store, fall on the floor, and try to sue your company. That's part of like having any establishment. Somebody's always gonna try to get over on you. But you got to be aware of these things, man. That's why they slapped streaming on them because it was too much. It was too much. Everybody robbing everybody, and the people that's really supposed to be robbing them ain't even getting to the money because they getting all the money's being robbed before it get to them. So they had to throw an extra robbery on streaming. You know what they up to. They're not fooling nobody. I bet you every artist that says from this point on that says I'm not streaming anymore, just buy directly from me is gonna have hell in this industry. Hell in this industry. I'm talking about like I've seen one time they said there was a beef. It was fake views too. It was a beef between like Taylor Swift and somebody, and they said their numbers dropped 100,000. Hell no. Hell no. That ain't never happening, y'all. Y'all know better. We all human here. If something goes on, if two people are beefing, there's more people that's gonna follow just to connect to the beef, not unfollow. While they're beefing, we gonna unfollow? That ain't us. I don't believe it. That ain't us. I don't believe it. I do not believe that. I believe if Taylor Swift is beefing with anybody, the numbers will go up. Ain't no 100,000 people's gonna unfollow. Are you crazy? If you see 100,000 people get unfollowed, that was because those 100,000 were fake in the first place. Whoever took the 100 away or put it on, whoever put the 100 on, they had some problem with you talking to Taylor Swift some way, so they took the 100 off. It's business. A lot of these artists, they don't even know the bigger artists. They don't even know their numbers are getting boosted. They're people behind them trying to keep them up on stills, telling them it is what it is when it's really not that. And we looking like, damn, I didn't even hear the album yet. Word, it did number one. It beat out all these things. Why I didn't hear it? You didn't have to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to lose their job. You know what I mean? That's why it gets scary like that. Like, look at the Wendy Williams situation. Now, it ain't about the people that Wendy spoke about or the people that she. No, it's not about that. She doesn't have anybody around that she could trust. Because when she looked around and things got bad, she realized, wait, all these people work for me. I if I can't put all my trust into them because they're here to make money for their family. So they want to keep me on stilts, whether I'm messed up or not. Come on. They're not going to tell you put down the drink so you could fire them and they lose their job. Those are not the people you need around you. The reason why you see Oprah going this long is a few reasons. She's from the old school, so her old school mentality will always be stronger than this nowadays. But she was always known for a great team around her. If you know anything about Oprah, she was always known for a great team of people around her, and that means a lot. It means way more, and it values more than the money. Because when I tell you, you can have millions and millions of dollars, but be famous to the wrong people, and you can't even go at the ATM at night. I'm telling you, without somebody peeking through the window at you. I'm telling you, it's crazy out here. It's that serious. Why do you see people, rappers, move into different places where where it's not so much, the smarter ones at least move into places where it's not so much, in the midst of things, because they're already known. So it's kind of like they have no place to. It's like you're boxing yourself in, and the energy you put out there, that determines how big your box around you will be. Love and appreciate you. That's like if you have a rapper, like let's say like a. Don't you see like how Chance the, like say like a Chance the Rapper, his vibe that he pushes out is not gonna get him somebody running down on him. You'd be in trouble for running down that guy. Like, why'd you do that? Like, that's why I don't knock people. It's not really about their style. I don't really knock people for their fashion, their style. I don't really care if you paint your nails. Whatever you have to do to get that part of it, you don't really. It's what comes out your mouth. If you're downing people, you're putting out negative energy and things that are making people feel bad about themselves and not uplifting people. It doesn't have to be the most religious song or uplifting song, but just make people feel good. It doesn't have to be so violent. People won't want to bring violence to you. If you're being so violent and standoffish, we'll do this if y'all do this, do that, then somebody's going to test you, young. Somebody's going to test you. They're going to want to test you for that. People could look at a Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. In our time, we would have never fought Mike Tyson. But in these times, yeah, Jake looked at him and said, I'll fight him. I'll fight him. I'll take the fight. You know why he'll take the fight? It's his legacy that he has in his head. He already won. Whether he wins or loses. I fought Mike Tyson. There's not a lot of people that could say that. Whether it's in his old or his later years. He accepted the fight. And that's what he doesn't. It's the energy you put around yourself. That doesn't make it doesn't look like in our time we'd be looking at him like, is this kid crazy? But in these times you look like, wait, hold on. It's not gonna go too far. Even if it does, and we don't know, Mike Tyson might go in there, boop, his head go falling in the audience. But we don't feel that way. It's the energy that you put around yourself that make people want to be a part of what you're doing, or make people standoffish and want to attack what you're doing. You don't want a whole bunch of people attacking what you're doing, because we're not strong enough to take that, physically or mentally. None of us. None of us. There's so many people, they get up and they just attack. That don't get us nowhere. If we came together and try to find similarities in different groups of people, and we all came together, we'll realize, damn, we all alike in some way. That's so crazy. You like that too? Yeah, me too. It's okay. You guys don't agree on politics, but y'all both like RC cars. Y'all can't be friends? It's what the social media has everybody focused on, what social media is saying is most important. When really in your heart, you don't give a F about politics. You probably don't care. You'd rather take a trip on the weekend with your boys and do something else. You don't talk about that, but being that social media is bringing in every day your opinion, your opinion, your opinion, not people looking at you like that. But in reality, you don't really care. It's your energy. Sometimes it could trick you too. You could put out a fake energy of how you're this and how you're that, and then when people see you in person, it's like completely different. Now it's like, what the hell did I invest in? I done bought this guy's mixtape merch. Damn near followed him for years, and this guy is not even who he says he is. You can't make people feel like that, man. You can't make people feel like that. You can't do it. Especially not on social media. I know in the beginning it was cool because you could cover up a lot of stuff. You know, there's a lot of filtering on everything. People filter their whole life. But in these particular times right now, nobody's going into that. Nobody, people love my lives more than my edited animations. It's like a different way in, but it's kind of like grabbing the same people. It's because people want to see your authentic self first and then go into what you do. Then follow the brand, then buy from me. That's different. This is a whole new time. It's what energy are you putting out there? So when I'm selling my hoodies and I'm selling I got, as a matter of fact, after this live is over, I want you guys to go check out. I'll leave it under the I'll leave a link under this video. I got the new snapback, Inspired by Dreamzzz snapback. It's dope. But the 3Zs, I'm not gonna give it up, but it's really dope. I got it in 4 colors up there. We gonna get to that, but it's how you treat people. Treat people good. Treat people good. Don't just come around Thanksgiving. If you see somebody from your neighborhood and they made it to this point, you made it to this point. You see somebody from your neighborhood trying to do the same thing as you, trying to maybe come up, maybe like me, do some fashion T-shirts and help them out. Buy something from them. You don't have to tell them you bought it from them. Buy it from them. Make them feel good. Those are things that make people feel good about their brand, not just saying go over there with a camera and say this is what I did for this person, and you just after the camera's off you disappear and he's like, oh, that was dope. No, stop faking it. Stop faking it, man. A lot of people out here, they're doing bad business. Bad business. People out here selling foolishness. And you can't put a price on foolishness. That thing it sells for cheap, man. Anybody could be the guy just clowning around and in the back of the class just because he doesn't know anything. He just you know speak a little louder than everybody else and crack more jokes because he really can't calm himself down to really tune in and understand what's going on in the classroom. We all had those people in class. We all went through that. But when you get grown, you don't still be the same person. Now that's weirdo. That's weirdo vibes. That's that's what we're not gonna do. The older you get, you're supposed to build your value, find who you really are, the things you love doing, and build it. If you don't know how to find these things, there's people like us online that can tell you our stories, and maybe you can connect to something and find the way we found ourselves, and we could all learn from each other. I'm pretty sure everybody in my chat, everybody that's on my channel, I could learn something from each one of you guys. I know each one of y'all could tell me something I could learn from. So why would I ever take that for granted? It's the power of connection. I take it more seriously than other people do because it's not about just coming on here and disrespecting people. It's about connecting with people and letting people know that, yo, I've been through that too, or yo, if this happens, you can do this or do that. That's priceless. It's priceless, man. I do feel bad for the victims of this whole situation. I see Justin Bieber. Personally, I think Justin Bieber was hurt a long time, man. I seen him way before this on another note, and it just seemed like he was just going through it. And I'm like, man, you never know. Sometimes you can see people fighting their demons. I seen a lot of times I seen a few artists I seen fight their demons, and the demons like they won, like Old Dirty Bastard. There's a lot of DMX. DMX time spent was so impactful though that what he left with us, it just weighs out so good, man. I love DMX, man. I wish but it's like Some people, they're like superheroes. They come and they go, and what they leave back is worth more than their presence at that, the time. But we just, sometimes you feel like, man, things could be avoided, like you could hold on to these people a little more longer. Sometimes that kind of upset me, man, because you never know what's next. You never know what's next for you as a person, just us or as human in general. So many things are happening nowadays. You don't want to be celebrating while the world is going through a trauma. You want to try to be there to at least put some help or put a helping hand into healing again. Because the healing is going out. It's going to overweigh and outweigh the hurting. Eventually, it'll happen. As time progresses, you're going to see more people rather standing on the side of us healing people, and then people hurting people going out there. Because hurting people, yeah, you get your coin, and you do get some eyes on you. I'm not gonna lie, you do get some eyes on you when you talk that negative or the foolishness. But in the end, man, that burden that you gotta hold up, it's heavy on the shoulders, man. You'd rather have something else on your shoulders. Have your kids on your shoulders. Have people around that you love, and don't get yourself caught up with the nonsense, man. That's all I got to say for this morning, man. Tom, I might be back on tomorrow morning. I might give it a day in between, but love you guys. Make sure you guys check out my shop. It's Inspired by Dreamzzz shop, and I got the latest drip, man. I got everything. I designed some hoodies. I got some new hoodies up there, some new designs on hoodies. Like I told you guys, I got the new snapback. Yeah, make sure y'all go cop that. And it's just a lot of drip up there. I do have a nice button down up there, and I also have a jean jacket that I designed too. It's like a jean jacket. It has the buttons, but it's really has like a sheep hood. It's really dope. You guys gotta go check that out. All designs original by me. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna drop an animation this week. Look out for it. And love you guys. Enjoy your day and stay away from that fake energy. Peace.